your favorite NBA team's current gear and franchise cards, then head to the Lifetime Agendas, where you can earn these by using cards from each NBA franchise.
Domination is still the best way to improve your collection, and each Evolution card gives your lineup that extra leg up on the competition.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their home fans tonight. One of the all-time greats, Magic Johnson, welcoming you to downtown LA and Staples Center on a gorgeous Southern California afternoon. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. We're pleased to be joined by one of the greatest players to ever take the WNBA hardwood, Candace Parker.
Thanks, BA. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. Mitchell Robinson is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. And it's Rondo in at the point. Well, you look at all the accomplishments of Kawhi Leonard, the finals MVPs, the multiple titles. Candace, what do you feel he has left to prove?
Kawhi is a guy that is not flashy, is going to go out there and continue to lead. And, I think just more championships. That's what any star player wants to do. And to say you've done it with 3 different organizations, there's not a lot of players that can say that.
Now here's Ball. To the inside. And Washington with the basket on the assist by Ball.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
George against Rozier. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And yep, it's good.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now here's Ball. 9 points for him in his last game. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by George. Over to the left wing. Ibaka, he's open. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Rozier outside. From outside the arc. Here's Washington. It's good. Washington's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Pass to Ibaka. And here's George. Back to Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. Buried from 15 feet out. When you think about how important bench play is in the modern game, Candace, how big of a boost is it for a starter when the bench plays well?
When the bench comes in and raises the level of play, it definitely makes your job easier. You have a bench that you can depend on, a team that plays against the starters constantly in practice to make them better. It just makes the overall team and the energy go.
Certainly add to the depth and buy some quality rest. Here's Leonard. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble. What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Leonard. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Robinson. On the attack, Rozier. To the paint. Here's Robinson. They grab their own miss. Outside for Rozier. Back to ball. That's tipped and stolen by Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Ball outside. Lets the three fly. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. They'll pin that one on Rajon Rondo. And he knocks down the first one.
LaMelo Ball, 3 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Well, Candace, one area where the WNBA has dominated the NBA, free throw percentage.
Yes. I think that it definitely comes down to our bigs being able to stretch the floor. I don't know whether that has anything to do with playing overseas, but practiced a lot of free throws during our career.
Now here's Leonard. His last outing, he had 24 points. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 so far. Ball outside. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Washington powers it through.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Shot to stop the run. Leonard. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Good on the shot. Washington's got 8 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Leonard outside. Pass to Ibaka. Here's George. Leonard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Leonard's got his second basket on the night.
With supreme confidence in his jumper, the claw has become an elite sport.
Ball outside. Down low. Here's Robinson. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Leonard shot's good. All right, Candace, you grew up on video games. Tell me what it means to you to be the first female basketball player on an NBA 2K cover.
I think growing up, you dream of having your jersey, you dream of having your own shoe, and you dream of being on the cover of NBA 2K. Honestly, this is a dream come true. I think the kid in me is so excited. I know I'm the first, but I hope I'm the first of many, many more women to come.
Certainly a trailblazer. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Plumlee's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Washington. Bridges, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Oubre in for Rozier. Kennard with it, picked up by Plumlee. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 8. Here's Batum. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Ball outside. To the middle. And there's Plumlee on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Batum gets the bucket. Batum's got his second basket. And you knew you loved basketball early on, but when did broadcasting come into the picture, Candace?
Yeah, I grew up with 2 older brothers, and all we did was debate on our couch watching basketball. So honestly, I'd like to say I've been broadcasting since I can remember, but to have an opportunity to broadcast along some of the icons in the game, players that I grew up with, and like you yourself, just listening to all the time. It's a huge opportunity. I definitely don't take it for granted.
And as your brothers would add, Candace loves to talk.
They told you to say that, huh? They put you up to that.
All right, let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. Number 1, the Hornets.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
The free throw drops from Zubac. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Oubre against Kennard. Inside, here's Plumlee. Slam, dunk by Plumlee.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
The three is up, and Kennard with the three.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson, staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Well, Candace, you got in well over a decade in the WNBA. I want to know how the mental aspect of the game helps to compensate for any loss of athleticism, let's just say.
Man, BA, loss of athleticism? Man, I'll take it. I'm seasoned. That's what I call myself, a seasoned vet. But, you know, honestly, I think it is. The game slows down as you get older. And it doesn't just slow down for you. You can control the game. And change of speed is important. It doesn't matter how unathletic you get.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Smith, he's checked in for Gibson. Hornets on D. They've got a 9-point lead. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. Shot from 12. That shot off. Charlotte has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Here's Kennard. The Hornets making their last shot. Pass to Jackson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Ball passes to Plumlee and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Jackson. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Zubac. Plumlee brings the double. Zubac passes to Kennard. That shot is off. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Hornets with a lead. Oh, there's the alley. Zubac with the steal. Here's Kennard. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Ball outside. Down low. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And it's Jackson on the take. It's deflected. And so it's Charlotte. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And for Rajon Rondo, titles won in Boston and also L.A., but he said now it means a little more.
Just having my son witness the opportunity of me winning at a later age in my career. I won when I was 21, but coming full circle many, many moons later, my son's 9 now at the time, so he was able to witness me win a championship, and that's probably the greatest feeling I've ever had in basketball.
Well, the reality is, Grant, ball players' families sacrifice too, don't they?
They really do, B.A. I mean, all those road trips and time spent apart. I mean, when you win, it's a victory for everyone who has helped you get there.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
It's Batum at the power forward with Zubac at center. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
When you look back at the draft reports on Hayward, many scouts felt like he would be a player, but never a star.
Jack's up with 3. Kennard can't get it to go. And for Charlotte, they're shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Candace, we see so many different coaching styles. To you, what's the most important quality in a head coach?
The most important quality in a head coach, especially nowadays, is to be able to connect with your team. You have to be able to connect to know what they need on a nightly basis, to know when to push, know when to bring them back down into reality, and how to set the tone. So I think that is so important, especially in this generation.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Plumlee passes to Oubre. Smith left side. Stolen by Jackson. Kennard left side. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts. Bridges outside. Pass to Hayward. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
Putting himself in a great position to score the ball. Gordon Hayward knows how to roll to the hoop.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So for the Hornets, Robinson, he's checked in for Plumlee. Washington comes in for Bridges. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Oubre. Leonard, they get it again. Off target at the rim.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's Ish Smith with the foul. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard outside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Got to keep Leonard away from the rim. His athleticism makes him a threat.
Well, Candace, some great post players in the game today. What skill do you think is critical for post players to have right now?
I think it's super important to have a move and a counter move. There's so many players in this space that are able to get to their move, and everybody in the entire arena knows that they're going to do it, but they can't stop it.
You must have a celebration after a big dunk as well.
Got to. It's a staple.
So it's the Clippers now, after the basket by Charlotte and the basket by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi drives with real urgency. It puts the defense off balance.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Smith left side to the inside. Washington passes to Robinson. Hayward with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Washington. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Leonard. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Takes a 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And it's Smith penetrating, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Quick first step. Smith blazing a trail on the drive. He's a tough guy to contain.
Leonard outside. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Smith penetrating. Great D that time from Rondo. The Clippers trail. Pass to George. And the baseline jumper goes down.
Pacing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Smith with it. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. Three-pointer Rozier sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Rozier against George. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the attack, Rozier. Right side, Robinson. Hayward outside. Back to Robinson. It's stolen by Leonard. George against Smith. George with the bucket.
Silky smooth stroke. Nice touch. Paul George is a terrific jump shooter.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issue. The offense looks forced right now. Rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Charlotte making some changes. Gibson comes in for Washington, and LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Smith.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
17 foul. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. At the line for 2.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Ibaka. He takes it in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Not settling. Hayward taking it inside and forcing the issue.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Gordon Hayward. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Not going to go that time. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Knocked loose. Leonard against Ball. And the foul on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Ball outside. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a 3-point play.
At the line for the Hornets, Taj Gibson. At the foul line for 1.
I just love the way Gibson plays the game. Defensive-minded, willing to do whatever it takes. It's easy to see why his teammates respect him.
Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. And the bucket is good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Ball into the lane. Shoots over Rondo. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Here's George. Got got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Ball outside. Here's Gibson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Rondo. The Hornets making their last shot. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Hornets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Here's Rozier. Pass to Robinson. Back to Rozier. Three-pointer. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
All right, how about our special guest, Candace Parker. Candace, thanks for coming by and dropping some knowledge on us.
I appreciate it. Happy to do it anytime, B.A.
Well, it's always interesting to hear from a great announcer who also is a great player.
It doesn't always translate that way, but Candace is a special talent, and she puts in the work.
So for the Hornets, Plumlee's checked in for Gibson. Bridges comes in for Hayward. And it's Oubre in for Rozier. Jackson drawing the double team. 16 feet out. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Ball against Jackson. Zubac with the steal. Jackson attacking. And the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Ball outside. To the paint. Zubac with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. George, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Down low. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Bridges against George. Pass to Zubac. Here's Mann. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break up 12. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back to the game after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are leading by 12. And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping off. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Rozier the 2 with Hayward at the 3. P.J. Washington out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Yep, that one goes. Robinson's got 6 points. Well, Grant, starting your career in the 50s.
Oh,
you know, actually 90s. Back then, we'd see teams usually score in the 80s and 90s. What do you think of the current scoring?
Really, B.A., the 50s? Wow. But it's crazy. I mean, back then, yes, every game was in the 80s and 90s. Now everyone averages at least 100 points per game. So I think it's been an interesting evolution of the game. And, of course, the fans all love offense. And these players and teams today are providing just that.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Ball outside. Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
I didn't know if they could match that last slam, but it only took them a couple of moments.
Hey, not the best interior defense on those last few trips, but who cares? That was awesome. And the Clippers have possession. The Hornets making their last shot. Leonard with the ball. Hayward picks him up. Here's an 8-footer. The shot, no good. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Here's Rozier, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Shooting one.
At the line for the Hornets, Terry Rozier III, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Rozier. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. George against Rozier. George drives in to the inside. And here's Ibaka. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. George against Rozier. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Ball passes to Rozier. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The craftiness of Rozier, unpredictable in these screen and rolls, and he uses this to his advantage.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Rondo. High arcing shot. It's hauled in by Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds in the game.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Rozier can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter.
And you look at Serge Ibaka's defense. I mean, still solid overall. Not the rim protector, though, that he once was. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now here's Ball. 7 points in the game. Beyond the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. And you know, Grant, with Ibaka on defense, for a while he was one of the best shot blockers in the league.
I mean, he still changes shots, just doesn't block them. He's also more disciplined on leaving his feet. I mean, he can still turn a few shots away every so often.
Here's Ball. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. Shooting 2.
First one falls. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rondo. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Gibson's checked in. 2nd free throw, no good. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Jackson on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Rozier against Jackson. Rozier outside. Pass to Gibson. Hayward outside. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Inside, Leonard. And he makes it on the layup. Leonard's got 20 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And here's Washington. Back to Ball. Hayward outside. Down low. And Washington powers it through.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. The Clippers have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Here's Leonard. And that one hits the back iron. Charlotte is shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And it's Ball off the drive. Denied by Leonard.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Rozier against Jackson. Rozier, the pass to Plumlee. Rozier against Zubac. 4 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
What vision from Rozier there. Seeing his teammate was wide open and making the right pass.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Knocks it loose. Rozier with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And it's Plumlee penetrating. And they get it back. Outside Oubre. Three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. To the inside. Here's Kennard. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. He's got 9.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Zubac against Rozier. Pass to Plumlee. Fades. The rebound by Jackson. Now here's Oubre. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Jackson. And that one's good. Jackson's got 6 points.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
Rozier. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Their passing also continues to be outstanding here in the second half.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. The Clippers have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson against Rozier.
2 minutes.
Deflected. Pass to man. Shoots over Bridges. That one a little long. Charlotte has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense tries to stop Rozier inside, but he just goes for the shot with reckless abandon. He wasn't getting shut down.
Terry Rozier the third. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Rozier. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Releases. And he sinks that one. Hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 12.
He has a deadly combination of length and skill. Paul can beat the defense time and time again.
Rozier outside. From outside, off the mark.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half. None so far in the second.
Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. Here's Mann. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Zubac against Plumlee. No good. And Charlotte going the other way now. Here's Oubre. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The athleticism of Kelly Oubre, he shows it on both ends of the floor. Just explodes off the ground.
The Hornets making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 45% here in the second half. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
36 seconds left in the third. Pass to Batum. From downtown. And Rozier pulls it down. Well, the Hornets shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Bridges against George. Can't connect from 13 feet out. A big-time effort for Terry Rozier, providing a lot of energy for Charlotte, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's George in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Got a hand on it. Robinson against Zubac. Robinson passes to Bridges. Off target from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
George with the bucket.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
So for the Hornets, Washington's checked in for Plumlee, and it's Ball in for Rozier. Now here's Ball. Here's the three. Rebounded by Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Bridges against George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. Down low. Oh, they get a hand on it. George outside. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo. He's got 6 assists here tonight. Ball outside. From the arc. Here's Robinson. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Ball outside to the middle. Here's Robinson. Count it. Good. And the Hornets lead by 14.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
For the Clippers, Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And Leonard subbed in for Jackson. And a change for the Hornets. Hayward, he's checked in for Bridges.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Leonard with the ball. Hayward picks him up. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers for the finish. And the jam by George.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Ball outside. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. Inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Charlotte has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Pass to Ibaka. Driving in. Robinson with the block. And Charlotte shooting 56% today. Leonard against Hayward. To the inside. And stolen by Leonard. Outside. Rondo. Now George. It's stolen by Washington. Ball left side. And Washington powers it through.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Rondo. Robinson with the block. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Oubre. The kick out to Ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Rozier, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Terry Rozier the third.
Ball outside. Fires it. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Stolen by Ball. It's Hayward on the wing. Leonard defending. Hayward against Leonard. Ball outside. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Rozier, the pass to Robinson. Hayward outside to the paint. Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
At 6'8", you love the skill level of Hayward. Very comfortable at the controls.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That'll be a second foul of the game. Plumlee's checked in for Robinson. George outside, fires the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 now. And he lobs it up, and Washington powers it through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Rozier against George. Let's go with a three. Knocks it down from distance.
Rondo from outside. How about that?
Charlotte has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Ball passes to Washington. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo, he's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And the Hornets call time here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, P.J. Washington.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Ball passes to Washington, and Washington powers it through.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Rondo. The Hornets making their last shot. Chalk up 2 there.
When you have someone with Ibaka's size and coordination, it's a crime not to get him some looks inside.
Looking to end this cold spell. And Ball with the layup. And the Hornets lead by 15.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And the basket by Leonard.
Dating all the way back to college, this is one of Kawhi's pet moves, the Sutton pull-up jumper.
Ball outside. Pass to Washington. High post Plumlee. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Serge Ibaka.
Shooting for Charlotte, Mason Plumlee. Shooting 2.
That's good from Plumlee. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Plumlee hits them both. Now Jackson. 1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
And so Ball nails both of them. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hornets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
The Hornets making a switch here. Gibson's checked in for Washington. McDaniels comes in for Hayward. Bouknight, he's checked in for Rozier. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball. Now here's Winslow. The layup off target.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line,
first one falls for him.
Yogi Ferrell taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.